Hi everyone, this is Teacher Jen from Camgush.com and welcome to another fun and exciting lesson from Exploring English Book 6. This is by Tim Harris and Alan Rowe. Today we are going to start our lesson on past perfect tense. Let's have some examples first. He realized that he had made a mistake. He realized that he had forgotten something. He realized that he had left his briefcase at home. He realized that he had wasted a lot of time. Now we have a timeline here. This is the past, now or present, and future. These are the marks of our two actions. He left his briefcase at home. He realized his mistake. He realized that he had left his briefcase at home. So you see, the first action is this one. He left his briefcase at home. The second action is that he realized that mistake. So that's why we have to use the past perfect tense for the first action. Okay? We use the past perfect for an action that took place before the time of our thinking or speaking about it. The past perfect is formed with had plus past participle. Now we have an exercise here. Complete the sentences using the past perfect, then read the sentences aloud. Mr. Bascom realized that he had left his briefcase at home. Barbara explained that she had had a flat tire on the way to work. Mr. Hamby told us that he had worked hard all his life. He was disappointed that his wife had spent all their money on new furniture. She explained that she had bought everything on sale. Barbara felt that she had become a good tennis player. She knew that she had improved considerably. I heard that she had won every game against Nancy. John's report showed that the company had grown 20% in 1 year. He thought that all the employees had done a good job. I felt that I had learned a lot at the last meeting. My boss told me that I had made a good impression. Now I want you to answer the following on your own, okay? You can pause this video for a while, then copy the sentences. Complete the following by writing, okay, or thinking about the right past perfect tense for each verb, okay? Now let's go on to the next page, and we have a conversation here by or between Mr. and Mrs. Bascom. Let's start. What a terrible morning. I hadn't even finished shaving when my campaign manager called to give me some bad news. You poor dear, you'll feel better as soon as you've had something to eat. Not unless your cooking has improved considerably. Henrietta, you wouldn't believe what happened this morning. Dear, you worry too much. You should relax when you come home. How can I relax when everything goes wrong? Barbara was supposed to type up my speech and bring it to the office this morning. At 10 o'clock she called in saying that she had had a flat tire. Well, where was Anne? Anne. Huh. I tried dictating my speech to her, but she couldn't type a single line without making a mistake. I wish I'd never hired her. Don't be too hard on Anne. I'm sure she wasn't doing it on purpose. Oh, if only Barbara had come to work on time. When I got to the Founders Club, I couldn't remember anything I had planned to say. My speech was a disaster. Almost everyone had fallen asleep or left the room by the time I finished. What a life! I'll never win the elections this way. I understand how you feel, dear, but don't think about it or you'll ruin your lunch. Why, you've hardly touched your chicken and peas. If only you hadn't made chicken and peas. If I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times, I can't stand chicken and peas. John, you complain too much. Do you know what I wish? No. What? I wish you hadn't come home for lunch. Now let's go on to this structure. The word wish plus past perfect tense. He wishes he hadn't gone to work. He wishes he hadn't hired Ann Jones. He wishes he had not given such a poor speech. He wishes he had not become a candidate for mayor. Change the sentences using wish and the past perfect. Mr. Bascom is sorry he hired Ann Jones. He wishes he hadn't hired her. Anne is sorry she became a secretary. She wishes she hadn't become a secretary. Mr. Bascom is sorry he became a candidate for mayor. He wishes he hadn't become a candidate for mayor. He's sorry he gave such a poor speech. He wishes he hadn't given such a poor speech. Anne is sorry she made so many mistakes. She wishes she hadn't made so many mistakes. She is sorry she wasted so much time. She wishes she hadn't wasted so much time. Barbara is sorry she came to work late. She wishes she hadn't come to work late. Nick is sorry he sold his motorcycle. He wishes he hadn't sold his motorcycle. He's sorry he missed the football game. He wishes he hadn't missed the football game. My sister is sorry she spent all her money. She wishes she hadn't spent all her money. She's sorry she bought so many clothes. She wishes she hadn't bought so many clothes. Now I want you to answer this practice again. I want you to change the sentences using wish in the past tense. To do that, you can pause this video for a while, then write your answers on a piece of paper. Okay? Now this is the end of our lesson. I hope you learned something. This is Teacher Jen from camgush.com saying goodbye and see you on your next video. Goodbye!